touched on it before, but the big day's nearly here. How much does it would mean to sort of go out in the first team game at St Mary's Stadium?
Yeah, just basically itching to go out there now. A few more days of training, get our heads focused, and then the big kick-off's there.
Yeah. Have you spoken to many of your family and friends down in Portsmouth about the game, and they all willing you on?
Well, my dad came up Saturday to the game, and he bought loads of tickets. So I think there's at least 20 coming. So they'll be all in the Cheltenham and supporting the team, and obviously supporting me.
Yeah, you couldn't really be going into the game in much better form because you're a team with 6 unbeaten and a good result on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, the Saturday second half, was a bit disappointing. If we won that, we'd have been already in the playoffs and, with a game in hand and looking really strong. But, our performance on Tuesday, showed that we can play a whole game, on the front foot. Created so many chances. The scoreline was, not really a justice to us. But, so it's good form to go into unbeaten. I think they're unbeaten at home for the last so many games, so it should be a good game.
Yeah, it's obviously a ground you've seen. Have you played in reserve games, haven't you?
No, I haven't. I've been to watch Portsmouth there a few times. I've not played there yet, so obviously it'd be nice to play there.
Yeah, for a long time Southampton were the dominant team down there, weren't they? Really, they were in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Portsmouth were desperately trying to get up there, and then the balance has changed a bit in recent years, hasn't it? With Southampton having a bit of a slip and Portsmouth doing well.
Yeah, I mean, Portsmouth, we were always looking up to them. In envy as such. They were playing in the Premier League, where we were probably struggling in the Championship. And then us to go up in the Premier League, to play them, and then obviously us to Portsmouth to end up being the bigger club in the end. It's obviously always a dream for a Portsmouth fan. Yeah. But it's obviously we only got that one season, I think, or 1 or 2 seasons playing them in the Premiership.
Yeah.
But I think I still enjoyed playing them. Watching as well as a fan at first to see that rivalry, as a youngster.
Yeah, from what by all accounts, Portsmouth have not played too badly recently, but they've not been after a good recovery, they've not had the results really the last few games, have they?
Yeah, I think they've lost their last 3, and considering they were unbeaten in so many games, so they've hit a bit of a blip. And it's a bit. They were in the playoffs and around the playoffs, so they lost a few games and then they're back down again. But I can't see no problems really where they should pick it up again and be a force for the playoffs this season. Yeah,
it's not a bad squad Steve Cottrell's got down there, is it? But with the disruptions and the sort of all the off-field distractions, he's doing a good job to
yeah, they've still got the main core of the team, some good Premiership players that still there. And then the Championship side, obviously they haven't got the depth of the squad that they would like, but they've still got the players there to contend and be a good, big, strong side in the Championship.
Yeah, tell me a bit about the rivalry between the two clubs, because I know they've both got nicknames for each other that we probably better not repeat on camera, but it's a fierce rivalry, isn't it? No love lost between the two clubs, and never has been, has there?
No, I think it's only about 20 minutes away up the road. I've been at a game, especially at home, where there's a crowd trouble and that, and the fans don't take it lightly. So it is a massive rivalry. I think some don't think it's as big as it is, but to the fans down there, it's absolutely huge.
Yeah, I'm sure their fans will be aware that where you're from on loan, and you're preparing yourself for a little bit of stick from the club.
Yeah, obviously I'd expect to get some. Who wouldn't? But I'm going to obviously just try and stay focused. It's not going to get to me. I'm just going to hopefully play well in the Cheltenham shirt.
Yeah, the formation you played on Tuesday was slightly different, but it worked very effective against a strong side, wasn't it?
Yeah, I played on the right side of a 3 in midfield, Birdie in the middle and Josh on the left, and we got the result. We created so many chances, like I said, and I think we've got a few formations that we can play really and be effective.
Yeah, because the 4-5-1 was working well, then it went back to a diamond, which you have used well at times this season. Now the sort of 4-3-1-2 almost with Junior just behind. It's good to have the options, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. I'm not too sure what it'll be on Saturday. Like I said, he's got so many options, and obviously team-wise as well. He's got maybe a bit of a headache on both sides. So we'll just see what happens come 3 o'clock on Saturday.
Yeah. If you could get a draw, bring it back to the Abbey Stadium, that'd be great for obviously. To have another go at them in front of a home crowd, and also financially it'd be great for the club, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely. If we get any kind of good result up there, a draw, we come back to Woodham Road and on our patch, maybe hopefully get a decent crowd and see what happens. But hopefully we can play well. Maybe we're not gonna get too carried away with ourselves saying we're going to go there and win. But I think, you know, if we play well, we've got a good chance against anyone.